Rivers, this is actually a really good, I'm really surprised that this came out as well as what it did. I might have put too much onion in it, but. Hey everyone, it's Sarah and welcome back to What You Making Wednesday, where every Wednesday we make something absolutely delicious. This week, we're gonna try omelet in a bag. I saw this online and I figured, hey, why not? I like omelets and I can never get them to work in a pan. So it's more like a scramble at that point. I can never actually make it look like an omelet. So we're gonna try it. What are we going to need? You're gonna need a Ziploc bag, 2 eggs, your fixings that you're gonna put inside your omelet. I have cheese, peppers, and onions. You can put whatever you want in your omelet, but those are the things that I like in mine. I don't have any tomatoes, so that's another thing that I like to put in mine. So I'm just actually gonna put some salsa on top of it whenever it's finished. So besides the items to actually make the omelet and the Ziploc bag to make your omelet in, you're also gonna need a pot of boiling water, because that's how we're actually gonna make it. It's gonna be boiled versus in a pan. So hopefully it doesn't melt in the bag. Hopefully it turns out to be an omelet. So, let's give it a shot. So first let's crack our eggs and stick them in our plastic bag. With as little eggshell as possible. Oh, look at that. I got it in. So 1 egg in. So once you have your eggs in a bag, you're going to Ziploc or zip it up, close it up. Try to get as much air out as you can. And this is where, how in a normal omelet process, you're going to beat the eggs. This time you're going to mix them up with your hands. Okay, now that your egg is beat, you're going to add in your toppings. So I'm going to add in my onion, my pepper, and my cheese. Now you really want to make sure there's not a whole lot of air in this one. Zip it up real nice and coat all of your toppings. Rolled it up in kind of like a burrito. I still have some air in there, but I got as much of it out as I could. Once you have your contents of your omelet all mixed up in your Ziploc bag, sealed shut with as little air as possible in it, you're going to boil it on your stove in a pot of boiling water for 13 minutes. And then it should be done. I have a pot that is kind of boiling. I would like it to boil more. Like, I know that sounds weird, but like what I mean by that is that the bubbles are really tiny right now and I want it to be more of a broiling boil. Just because that's what it looked like in the little video that I saw. But if this is the case, if this works, man, I'm definitely gonna be eating omelets a lot more, because I couldn't actually get it to look and taste good without either burning the eggs and the insides not being done, or just essentially turning into a scramble with extra stuff in it. So I'm going to stick it in for 13 minutes. Okay, so what I did was when I took it out, I stuck it in a towel just so that you don't get any water on the plate. Be careful, it is hot. So this is what it looks like when it's done. It actually really does look like an omelet. So I am really surprised at that. So let's stick it on a plate and see what we got. Look at that. Let's cut it open. And it is completely done on the inside. It looks like it's very fluffy. So let's give it a taste. And I have some salsa on the side. Make sure you blow on your food because at least this one is hot. This is very good. I'm sure it'll taste good with whatever it is that you put inside omelets. It's delicious with cheese, peppers, and onions. It's actually very fluffy. Tastes great. I think this would be a really good thing to make for like the holiday season coming up with a whole bunch of people coming over. You could actually, it did say on there that you could prep these in advance. So I guess what you could do is prepare each one individually and maybe put people's names on the outside so that people know whose it is. And it, depending on the size pot that you have, I mean, granted mine was tiny, so you maybe could only get maybe one more in there. But if you had a larger pot that was boiling, it could stay, at a roaring or a rumbling but boil, rumbling, roaring but boil. Always boiling. And you could do, a good many at one time. So I think this is a really good idea for a breakfast during the holiday season when you have a lot of family over. And everybody can have their own thing, and everyone's will be hot at the same time. So, instead of one person constantly always making the omelets and people finishing at different times, everyone's then able to eat the meal together. So I think this is a fantastic dish. Again, people at work were like, maybe you should get the really, durable Ziploc bags. Mine is actually the Walmart brand, so I mean that works perfect, for this. It didn't stick to the plastic or anything, so that's to me a plus. No plastic. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. I post every Wednesday for What You Making Wednesday. Comment below with what you'd like me to make next, and comment what do you like in your omelet. And I'll see you next week. Really like this, like for breakfast.